Hi, my name is Gene Allen, and I'm going to show you, give you a little background on ransomware and show you how it works and what it is. First of all, ransomware is nothing more than a program that goes through and finds all the important files on your hard drive or on your computer and locks them. It encrypts them with a public-private key pair, and they don't give you after they're done encrypting everything, they go through and they say, okay, give us a bunch of money, send it to this Bitcoin account, and we will send you the decryption key so you can get all your data back. And that's pretty, it's a way for the virus scanners, for the malware writers, the ransomware writers, to actually make a lot of money off people who don't know any better. Usually they target people who don't have backups, don't know what a backup is, home users, governments are getting attacked right now, healthcare gets attacked, anybody who doesn't have a constant and ongoing backup. In other words, companies that usually don't have dedicated IT staffs to keep everything smooth running order. Unfortunately, what that means is it's hitting a lot of people, and it's usually hitting people who aren't tech savvy enough to know better. So anyway, what I've done is here's a typical email. This email says, please review this and get back to me. And there's an attachment. This is a typical way that malware or ransomware gets distributed. You'll get an email, and it'll have something like this, request for code, PDF. And you'll say, oh, okay, and that looks like it's legitimate. So you double click on it, and it shows up here in the background. Now this, look, it's even a PDF file, which you know is a document. So I'm going to double click on it, and that in essence starts the malware running. Now this is a malware that I've written to highlight what it's actually doing. Normally, ransomware does not do this. It does this all in the background. You don't know what's happening. You don't know it's doing anything. But right now, I've made this one, so it's actually saying locking your files. It's nice and bold, but you can see that it's going through. And on this computer, I had all the data that's going to encrypt in this folder called test data. But you see it's, and this is actually slow. I put code in the, when I wrote the program, I made it go slow so you could see it going through the screen. But usually, this program gets on your computer and it immediately goes through and starts encrypting all your data at a phenomenal speed. And so it'll go through your entire hard drive, and depending on how much data you have, well, let's just say it goes very, very quickly, easily 100 times faster than this one is on the screen. So at the end of this, all the files on this computer will have been encrypted and be completely worthless to me until I follow the instructions of the ransom and get the encryption key to get them back. All right, so the ransomware has now finished encrypting all the files on this computer, and usually what they'll end up showing is you get dialogue, something like this, or some messages on the screen giving you the instructions on what you need to do. In this case, I've just made up this dummy screen, and I was making fun of them for the most part. But in other words, here's the instructions, and I want to build $100 billion. But this is usually what they'll do is they'll give you a deadline at 72 hours, and then they'll tell you that they're going to delete the decryption keys and everything. And this is true. This will actually happen. And then you have to click here to pay. Now, the key part to this is what happened at the very beginning was this. You open an attachment that looked legitimate, and the person double-clicked on it, thinking they're going to launch the viewer for this program, when in essence what they really did was they launched, as you can see, it's an application, but the .exe is hidden. So somebody double-clicked on it, and it actually wrote a program file to the hard drive, and that program file ran. And as soon as it started running under your credentials, your authority, it encrypted all your files.